What's up, everybody? This is Peter again for Sports Hot Rumors and Debates. How are you guys today? Guys, I read an article today about Patrick Peterson, man, and we're going to get into this because it's everything I've been talking about for all us Cardinal fans, and I really want to break this down. Patrick Peterson is one of the best cornerbacks I've ever watched in football. You know, recently, obviously, he hasn't been himself. Everybody goes through their problems. We know he had the problem with the performance enhancement drugs. That's fine. You know, he apologized for what he did. He manned up like a real man. He said it. I think that was weighing on him too. I know he said things about him feeling frustrated in the locker room. All that stuff is over. The reason you don't trade this guy is exactly what I'm about to say. He came out and said, this is the best team he's ever been a part of on paper. Now, you're talking about a guy who's been on about 3 years of a really great team between those 3 years when they went 34-14, right? He was on such an amazing run with that team, and he is saying this is the best team on paper he's been a part of. But it's what he said next is why you keep this guy. He said it doesn't matter. Now it's all about getting the locker room, getting the mentality and the that is what we're looking for, right? That is what I made about the other day about why we're not the Cleveland Browns. Because that is what's going to separate us from the Cleveland Browns. That is going to get us to the playoffs, and that probably will get us a championship sooner than later. I'm telling you. And Patrick Peterson's 29 years old. Why would you trade him? He's still got time left. And let me tell you, when you put a great defense around him, he will look better. Remember, this guy is such a good ball player. He came into the middle of the year last year on a rough defense. So, of course, it's not going to look that good. Everybody's like that. You put a great player on a horrible team, they don't look as great sometimes. Yeah, maybe their numbers will be all right offensively, but you don't know how it's going to be. Sometimes on defense, you don't get paid attention to because the overall looks so bad. So here's the deal. This guy is such a phenomenal player, but he has a mentality that we need. Him and Chandler Jones, they have to preach for the team, right? They are going to have to get guys like Simmons and Weaver, all these young kids ready. Murphy's in his second year. We need these guys to get these guys ready because let me tell you, Arizona is in store for a hell of a season. On paper, I don't know if anybody outside the Arizona Cardinals organization is really paying too much attention. Yeah, they're getting stuff, and it's only because of Hopkins and Simmons, right? They're saying, oh, well, Hopkins changes everything and Simmons is a great move. Arizona had a really good team before that. This is just the main pieces of the puzzle. Everybody got crapped on when Kyler Murray and Kingsbury was here. Do you remember all the haters? Now everybody's starting to wake up. But that don't mean anything, right? It doesn't mean anything if you don't go out on the field and play your game, okay? You have to go on the field and do what you have to do. You need veterans to get these guys into shape. You need to know when somebody's getting hurt or somebody makes a mistake to step up and do it. It happens. If you don't have those veterans, you are not going anywhere. I mentioned this recently where you need a good young core and a good veteran core. Some people have too much young team and some people have too many older guys. And that doesn't work. You definitely need a nice mix, and Arizona just seems to be the perfect mix. A young, great coach that you can tell is going to be you just see it on him. He has it. Some people have it. Kingsbury has it. Kyler, he has it. Hopkins, he has it. Larry, I do I even have to say he has it, right? These are the guys. Drake was a steal. These guys have it. So you surround that with veteran minds on defense like an amazing Chandler Jones and a Patrick Peterson, if he goes back to the couple of years before, which he will because he's not in his mid-30s. He's 29. I'll say that again. 29. The guy is young, he's smart, and he's hungry to prove everybody wrong. So us Cardinal fans, be in store for such an amazing season. Be in store not just for saying like, right now if you're a Buccaneer fan, you're like, oh great, now we got the Buccaneers for a couple of years, great. But are you really excited about a future? Not really, right? Because you know Brady and Gronk ain't going to be there too long. Now, if you're the Arizona Cardinals, you're like, holy crap. DeAndre Hopkins is young. Kyler Murray's in his second year. Drake is super young. And then we got a defense of guys like to be a stud like in Isaiah Simmons and Murphy to get all these guys ready to go with these veterans like Patrick Peterson and Chandler Jones, right? To get the free agent signings like Phillips. People keep not realizing Arizona and Steve Keim has put such pieces together that the main thing now is to just do it, right? To be on the field and play. Don't be like the Cleveland Browns. Don't sit there and get a cocky head and say, well, we're great. No, Patrick Peterson said everything that you want to hear from a veteran. Well, we're the best on paper. They're not coming in here saying we're going to win. They're saying we're great on paper, but we have to prove to a lot of people. So you Cardinal fans, right? We got to get behind them. We got to go to the games. You got to cheer. You got to pump. If God willing, we can go to the games. And if we can't go to the games, you still got to support your team online and do whatever you can. A lot of people tell me thank you so much for making video, because it's not many of us do Cardinal videos. No problem. I love my Cardinals. I know a lot of Cardinal fans out there appreciate it, and I appreciate you guys. So go Cardinals. Let me know what you think. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye.